Good evening. My name is Joshua Hall, and this is my Module 1 demographic video for ALTC 806 with Dr. Kelly Emmett. I am the theater, public speaking, and yearbook teacher at Andale High School, which is a part of USD 267. So let's go ahead and get started. So USD 267 is referred to as the Renwick School District. It is comprised of 4 different communities and 4 different schools that make up the Renwick Cooperative: Andale, Garden Plain, Kansas, St. Marks, Kansas, and Colwich, Kansas, all located on the west side of Wichita, right on the outskirts of Mays. The district itself has 1,813 students comprised of the 6 buildings: Andale High School, Andale Elementary, Garden Plain High School, Garden Plain Elementary, St. Marks Elementary, and Colwich Elementary. Our district spans both Reno and Sedgwick counties, and that is how it got its name. So I specifically teach at Andale High School, so we're going to focus on the community of Andale. The population of Andale proper is 985 people. It is comprised of 99.36% Caucasian or white members, and then the other 0.64% is made up of African American residents. The median household income for Andale is $96,438. 90% of Andale community members are Andale natives. I found that rather remarkable. And then also on the Andale Visit Andale marketing page, it had some information that I discovered it was settled by German immigrants, which makes sense because there's a huge Catholic following. Each of our communities have beautiful Catholic churches in them, and the majority of our students identify as Catholic. We are also, it's important to note, a heavy sports and extracurricular community. The community really shows out for those sorts of things and rally around the school in relation to those. So, school demographics, the race or ethnicity is predominantly white. As you can see, 94.13% of our students are white, with 5.7% being Hispanic, and then 0.8% of other. I know that we have a couple Asian American students, as well as students that identify outside of the Hispanic or white. Our language, we are entirely English speaking. We don't have any English as a second language learners. Socioeconomic status, 87.2% are not economically disadvantaged. I think that's important to note because that really motivates a lot of the success we have both in extracurricular as well as academic. Gender breakdown, 50.4% is female versus 49.6% male. It's very close, neck and neck, and our classroom demographics resemble that as well. And then the grades for my school are 9th through 12th. School organization and climate. We are comprised, our district, of 4 K through 8 schools. Andale, Colwich, and St. Marks specifically feed into Andale High School. Garden Plain Elementary does not feed into us, but they do have a K-8 school in Garden Plain that feeds into Garden Plain High School. St. Marks splits. Children have the opportunity to either go to Garden Plain or Andale just due to location, but Colwich and Andale both feed directly into us. We are a 4A classified school. However, our football team plays down for 3A, but everything else we compete 4A. It's important to note, and I think it really impacts the way our students are raised and learn. We are a very conservative Republican Catholic district. Like I said, a large portion of my students identify as Catholic, and then also the census voting Republican, and then just around the Catholic beliefs, very conservative. 90% of our students live within our district lines. We do have the occasional student that travels in from Mays or Goddard, but that 90% is mainly from the communities that make up Renwick. And then 75% of our students are involved in some sort of extracurricular activity. This is lower than I anticipated. Being an extracurricular teacher, they're the only students I really see, and so I thought this number would be higher, but it's still pretty significantly high considering the current climate of students that have to work and or are getting, college credit or focusing on things outside of school other than sports or theater. Student background information. So I wasn't 100% sure what to do for this, so I went ahead and chose a student to assess for the last couple of things. My student that is my example student is a white male. He is native English speaking. I would say he's middle class. His father is a doctor, and he is 17. He is actually a senior. His academic information, unfortunately, I discovered with this assignment, this information is not privy to me at this time. In regards to our district trends, 38.34% of our students are level 1 in math, 27.6% are level 1 in ELA, which is significantly low in relation to the state level. 40.87% of our students are level 1 in science. And then there was no data for social studies, I believe, because we don't test high school students for social studies. I believe that is just at the middle school level. But this really raised the question for me, why is this information not given to me for the students that I interact with? I feel like this would definitely impact my teaching, and this student I've been struggling with specifically, and so this might be able to help me reach him in a better way. So student educational options. We do have students with special accommodations. My example student is a student with special accommodations. He's currently undergoing, as a senior in high school, testing for ADHD and or some sort of learning disability. I do have multiple students, and we have plenty in school, who have test taking restrictions or accommodations, as well as reading. They are supposed to be given extra time in class to read. My notes are supposed to be accessible to a number of my students at all times, but the largest accommodation that I've found is we have a lot of health accommodations. We have a very large uptick of students with diabetes. And then we recently joined the May Special Education Cooperative. We're going through dyslexia screening and reading intervention, and I think that is also important to note. So reflection, during my time so far in Renwick, I've had very minimal interaction with these demographics that I've presented. I don't deal heavily with special needs students. In addition to my theater, I teach public speaking through Hutch Community College. So students who are planning to go on to learn at the associate degree level and or beyond. And so I don't see a lot of students with these needs. I really want to dig deeper and see how my subject areas can help build test scores, and poke and see why I'm not privy to the information that I was looking for this assignment. I feel, like I said, it would be helpful in my curriculum planning. And then I'm going to assume, for all intents and purposes right now, that I don't have this information because of COVID. Our professional development was very centered, obviously, as most people's were, around COVID, and so I anticipate some of our future professional developments dealing with these numbers as we delve outside of the COVID realm finally and begin looking at our numbers and what how our testing was impacted with the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is my resources. I looked at the Andale, Kansas population demographics map, as well as the history page on the City of Andale website, and then obviously the KSDE website for our school demographics. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.